No background music. We don't need it. We going in today. We going in today. Ubisoft. Are you freaking serious? Yeah, you serious. You've got to be kidding me. Locking single player content behind an online pass. DRM. Whatever you want to call that garbage. There is no reason if someone decides to go and pick up the game used or borrow a copy from a friend that they can't have access to certain features in single player because they have to go through you and pay you first. Are you kidding me? Let's look at this garbage. The link is in the description. Let's look at this trash. Online Pass activates some Assassin's Creed 4 single player content. You're kidding me. They may not like it, but gamers are at least familiar with the idea of an online pass gating off multiplayer content. However, in Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, a noteworthy element of the single player campaign is unavailable without Ubisoft's Ubitrash's Uplay Passport. It says, when protagonist Edward Kenway boards a ship, he has the option to add the ship to his fleet. This fleet functions similarly to your Assassin's Creed recruits in previous titles. You can send them on missions, and after a varying number of real-time minutes, the ship returns with money and spoils. However, we've confirmed that your access to this whole loop is gated by the Uplay Passport. In other words, if you borrow the game from a friend who has already redeemed the code or buy the game used, you don't get the fleet and the benefits that come with it in your single player game. Note that the Uplay Passport is different from simply being a registered Uplay user. Being a part of Uplay is free, but the Passport is a game-specific code included with new copies. According to Ubisoft's site, the Utrash Passport will come with a unique code. When redeemed, grants you access to online multiplayer play, bonus content, and more. In instances where your game's Uplay Passport has already been redeemed, such as if you bought a used copy of the game, you will be able to purchase a new Uplay Passport code online. So pretty much what these people have done is cut out part of your single player experience that you will go and pay your money for to hold for ransom until you pay them. Well, OmniCloud, stop whining about it. It's free if you buy the game used. That's not the point. Point at you. You as a consumer have the right to purchase used products. Every other product has some type of used market, be it cars, clothing, or what have you, movies. And you don't see people saying, oh, well, I want to cut into the used car sales. So what we'll do on every used car, we'll lock off the trunk to where they can't use the trunk until they pay us an extra fee. No, you don't see Honda or Mercedes or anybody like that doing that. This only happens in gaming. And you know what? It's the gamer's fault. Because Main Event TV, Gaming Anarchist, I believe Black Preon, Blackbuster, they've all come out and done series of videos on DRM. And they've told you guys time and time again, if we support this, and this is when they were putting online passes in for multiplayer. Games such as Mortal Kombat 9, Batman Arkham City with Catwoman. They cut Catwoman out of the game unless you buy it new. If you support this online pass garbage, they're going to start cutting out single player content. And what have they started doing? We see it now with Assassin's Creed 4. As we're getting ready to go into the next generation, they're cutting out your single player content. And why? Because people have purchased and supported online passes. Because they didn't want to miss their game. I gotta have my game. I'm gonna support it. It's not a big deal. If you buy it new, then you won't have to worry about it. But that's not the point. It's your right as a consumer to be able to purchase used products and have access to all the functionality of said product. This only happens in gaming. Really, we're to blame for this. Excuse me. But it can be fixed. Now, I am an Assassin's Creed fan. I'm not the biggest fan, but I own the first game, the second game, Brotherhood, and I gave up after Brotherhood because they decided to start trying to reach out to the Call of Duty crowd and try and make Call of Duty numbers by making the franchise a yearly release. And so I quit. Plus, Revelations was garbage from what my buddy told me, and he's a huge Assassin's Creed fan. And I did buy this garbage used, and I never finished it. It got boring towards the end. Connor sucks as a character anyway. He's really boring. My biggest issue with the Assassin's Creed franchise is that, just like what they've done with 4, a couple days before Assassin's Creed 4 came out, there was an article, and I'll try to find that and put it in the description, where they were already talking about Assassin's Creed 5, and Assassin's Creed 4 hadn't been even come out yet for gamers to get their hands on and enjoy. And they're already looking forward to their next game. This can be fixed, gamers. Vote with your wallets. Do not support this game. I will not be purchasing it, and I definitely won't be getting it used, seeing as I won't get access to the full single player content. Since it's behind a pay gate, if I decided to buy it used, I will not be buying any more of your games, Ubisoft, unless I buy them used, if content is not being cut out of the game. You lost your customer because of this. This is not good for gaming. And it's not good for consumers or gamers. Gamers, please, wise up. Stop getting cheated. Just because if you buy it new, you get it, doesn't mean that it's good for gaming. How much more do you have to blindly follow these guys until they start cutting out more than half of your single player content before you say, oh, hey, this is stupid, I'm not going to support this? How much are you going to keep letting them cheat you before you finally get it? Gamers, wake up. Please. No outro today. But I will say, take care of yourselves and each other.